This week I've discovered some of the most difficult pots ever recorded on the internet, and I wondered if it would even be possible for someone like myself to play them, and which of these shots was the most challenging. So I decided to find out by recreating all of them as accurately as possible and then playing them in the fewest possible attempts. And our first shot is from the semi-final of the 2011 World Championships, as Judd trumps left with a shot that doesn't look like it goes, but he still pots it anyway and gets the cue ball on the black, going on to win the frame and later the match 17 frames to 15. The first red only just about has room to get past the one it's next to, so if I'm just a little bit out, I could easily strike the second. I've got it, although it turned out later this wasn't quite right. Well, that was a pretty decent start, except for the position. I thought that's how he played it. Either way, let's see if we can make up for it with this Junhui shot, which is a 4-ball plant along the top cushion. This looks completely impossible, so will I be able to play it? Well, to start off with, I'll have to hit it hard enough, but the good news is those two reds in the middle that are quite close together are actually making it a lot easier, because they're pointing in the right direction to knock the red down the cushion. Jamie Burnett looks in a lot of trouble against Joe Perry here, but not only does he manage to pop this difficult red down the cushion, he also screws the cue ball all the way back to the bulk line at the same time. This is one of the hardest shots I've ever taken on. And the reason for this is simply distance. Not only does the red being further down the cushion make it harder to pot, but I've also got further to screw the cue ball back. And as you can see from the miscue, I'm finding all of this a little bit challenging. I need to be incredibly accurate and screw back at the same time. It's gone in, I've gone the wrong side of the blue, but I don't think I'm ever going to get it again. Martin Gould's just got over the line in his first round Crucible match against Marco Fu and is going for everything. And not only does he manage to pot this long red down the cushion, he plays it with power. I'm not sure what to do with this, so I'm just going to hit it hard with topspin. It's at times like these I really need to remember I laugh like a psychopath. How about this for straight cueing from Kyren Wilson, potting the blue out of the jaws of the corner pocket. Matthew Stevens may not have thought too much of it, but we're going to give it a go, and I'm imagining it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get this first time. Yeah, powering in from distance may take a little while, and there isn't really too much to this shot, you just need to pot the ball. It feels like I'm slowly getting closer, although every single time I'm getting down on the shot, I'm lining it up slightly different, although this looks better. That's pretty good in the end, even if I didn't run through enough. It's time to rotate the room. What just happened? Oh yeah, Judd trumps playing a shot left-handed that I simply can't play. So I'm going to play it on the other side of the table and then mirror flip the clip. He's playing this shot with a lot of backspin and right-hand side to spin the cue ball off the cushion and back into the reds. He plays it absolutely perfectly, although I think he's a little bit unlucky not to drop easily on a red. Annoyingly, I'm struggling with this one a little bit because the side I'm putting on the cue ball is just causing me to straighten up the shot, and I can't seem to get that right and keep doing it time and time again. Hopefully, however, I'll get it right, and that's not bad, as Judd didn't land in perfect position either. Here's a question now, does this look like Ronnie O'Sullivan snookered? Well, he's not. He can see the red, and not only can he see it, he can cut it down the cushion. The commentators were questioning whether or not he actually went for the pot, but he got it and played the cue ball off the middle jaw back down the table. I don't think Ronnie played this with any side, he just caught the edge of the middle jaw, so I'm looking to do exactly the same. And that's somehow gone in.
I didn't even think I potted that.
Here's one I like from Mark Selby, potting the blue out of bulk, playing the cue ball off the side cushion and opening up the two reds to leave himself in good position. In theory, this should be a natural angle, which means I don't need any side spin, I just have to pot it. And in potting it, I should get the cannon if I hit it hard enough with topspin. But it's potting it that I'm really struggling with. Every single time it looks like I'm hitting it too straight, and I get to playing the shot and I hit it too thin. I'm going to have to sort this out a little bit, otherwise I'm not going to get anywhere near the two reds. That's a bit better, and I've got the cannon, and it's gone absolutely perfectly. The frame may be over, but how about this double into the green pocket from Ronnie O'Sullivan? Gets the cue ball in good position at the same time as well. In theory, this looks fairly simple. I've just got to judge the angle for the double correctly. However, in practice, it's a little bit harder than that, because I've got to cut it a lot thinner than it looks to get the double, and I'm actually struggling here to get the angle anything like right. It's gone in though, so I'm moving on. And up against that, Judd trumps playing a similar shot into the same pocket with the pink. He powers it in and uses topspin to arc the cue ball down towards the black. I'm not as far down the table, but that's really not bad first try. So cue the music, I guess. Even though they're both played well, the frame's already over, so they only get 3. Although because I found Ronnie's a bit harder, he's this week's winner. Now this is a weird one, by which I mean the shot Gary Wilson is about to play. For some reason he pots the blue off 5 cushions rather than just playing it direct. He's already technically lost the frame because he's so far behind, so I think this was just going to be his way of giving up, but he ended up potting the blue. It didn't matter because he ended up losing the frame anyway, but I fancied giving this a go. As the shot around 5 or technically 6 cushions here is a fairly standard one. I nearly got it absolutely spot on with that attempt. I just double kissed the blue into the jaw and somehow it didn't go in. I can't believe I've done it again the second time. Let's see if I can get 3 in a row with double kissing it and somehow missing the blue. No, I've just missed it altogether that time. I'm not sure why he played this shot, but it's getting annoying. I think I've got it. Didn't get it off 6 cushions, but I don't really care now. How about this for a positional shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan now? He's finished low on the pink, which is on the black spot, and he needs to get the cue ball all the way around the table and open the reds up. He manages this without a problem. This shot is actually a little bit straighter than it looks, so I'm worried about hitting it hard enough, but I've definitely got there on my first attempt. However, the first red was just in the way of the second there, so I couldn't actually pot it, which means I've got to try again, and I'm pretty happy to get this on line twice in a row. And this time it looks like I'm definitely in position on the red, I've just got to pot it. That was pretty good, I think. Another pot out of the jaws now, as Mark Williams must have believed he got Hossein Vafaei completely safe. But not only does he manage to find a gap past the brown to hit the red, he pots it into the corner pocket, powering the cue ball back up the table for the blue. Again, out of the jaws of the corner pocket, this is actually fairly similar to the Kyren Wilson shot I played earlier, especially as you've got to play it fairly hard and it's pretty straight. I would have probably just not have attempted this and tried to get the white to the top cushion, as I'm getting nowhere near it on most of these shots. I've got it in the end, but got the white the wrong side of the blue because I didn't catch the jaw. Before the next shot, let's just find Jack, who's from Macclesfield in the United Kingdom, which is there. This positional shot from Zhou Yuelong is a bit good. He's been left the cut on the pink by Ali Carter, and not only does he manage to snick it in, he plays the cue ball twice up and down the table, landing in perfect position on the black. This is going to be a really hard one to judge. I think if I was playing this shot in a game, I would have been happy just to pot the pink, because it's a really thin cut, and as you can see, it's pretty missable. I'm just hoping that if I hit it hard enough, I'll manage to get the cue ball to go back up and down the table on the right line, because it's not guaranteed. I've just got to get the speed right and see what happens from there. But at the moment, I've just got to pot the pink, which I'm really struggling to do. It is thin, but I'm making it a lot harder than it seems. This looks quite good, but I'm coming down the table a little bit too close to the black, and unfortunately that's just bounced back up near the pink spot and I can't pot the black, so I'm going to have to give this another few goes until I get it, although this looks a lot better. I'm possibly short of pace this time, but it's coming down towards the black in an unmissable position, so hopefully I should be able to knock this in and we can move on. Fairly good in the end. Ronnie's just cannoned this red off the cushion, but he's been a little bit unfortunate not to push it into a potable position, or that's what it looks like, because he cuts it back down the table into the yellow pocket with ease. On my first attempt, however, it felt like I knew roughly where the pocket was, so it wasn't a surprise to me that I got this right on my second. Once again, you can vote for the best shot using the free link in the description, and I'll post the winner at some point. You just need to decide which shot you think is best. And if you want to see the best shots from other major tournaments, have a look at these two videos. And remember, don't just watch, play, and make the commitment to becoming a better player by subscribing to the channel and visit the website. See you later!